The former Strictly Come Dancing finalist, 6, hosts her own program on BBC Radio Berkshire on Sunday mornings. Speaking about a trailer for one of her colleagues' shows, Debbie McGee recently told listeners, "I'm admitting to something here that sounds a bit silly really, but we all know I have silly moments and I'm blonde. I have listened to that trailer because I think it's been on longer than any trailer I've ever known at BBC Radio Berkshire. I always laugh at it, which it's meant to do, to make you laugh," she continued. "But every time the end of it comes, 'Are you up for it?' I always think of it as, 'Are you able to listen into Andrew Peach?'" Debbie explained. The star, who made a name for herself as Paul Daniels' assistant in his shows before they went on to say she had a moment of clarity when she finally understood the double meaning in the trailer. "It was only the other day, when I heard it early in the morning, that it occurred to me what that meant is, 'Are you up for it?' Because Andrew's on at 7 o'clock in the morning," she exclaimed. "It's actually cleverer than I thought, so that's admitting to a blonde moment yet again on BBC Radio Berkshire," Debbie quipped. The radio presenter regularly brings her cheerful personality to the airwaves and can often be heard recounting tales which she dubs blonde moments. Earlier this month, she was joined by rowers Kenyon and Ajayi-Obe to chat about rowing the Atlantic, a challenge which the pair embarked on in order to raise money and awareness for multiple sclerosis. When the sportsmen attempted to explain the structure and layout of the boat to her, Debbie sounded confused, saying, "I need to look it up on the internet because I can't visualize it." "Where do your oars go then?" she asked. "They are in the middle, it's hard to describe," one of the rowers replied. "Oh, I see," she said. "I'm being so blonde, of course they're front and back. I'm sure everyone's thinking, she's being blonde again. That's quite normal for me." Debbie and Paul were together for 1 year before they married in 1988. On their wedding day, she was 3 years old and Paul was 5. The beloved magician died 3 years ago, just weeks after being diagnosed with a brain tumor. Debbie later credited her stint on Strictly with helping her get her sparkle back following the grief of losing her husband. Debbie McGee wowed both judges and fans with her incredible technique and flexibility on Strictly Come Dancing 217. Here's her most memorable dances from the BBC One competition. Debbie was an early favourite to get far in the competition from the get-go as she wowed the judges during the first week with her Paso Doble. Her stunning moves received a lot of recognition, and she was awarded 3 marks for her debut with partner Giovanni Pernice. Debbie sent jaws dropping around the UK when she performed a standing split during her cha-cha with the Italian dancer. The age-defying beauty showed off the extent of her flexibility as she perfected the daring move in a slit frock. The former magician's assistant became the first contestant of the series to be awarded the perfect score of 4 last year. Debbie performed the fierce Latin dance to "I Got a Feeling" by the Black Eyed Peas and received rave reviews from the judges. Debbie's salsa was certainly memorable for viewers at home as she sizzled in a red racy dress. The Strictly Come Dancing finalist put on a very steamy performance with Giovanni, which scored them 35 points. Debbie smoldered as she showcased her eye-popping flexibility during the Argentine tango with Giovanni. The radio host effortlessly fell into the splits during one part of the dance, displaying her toned pins in the process.